Whenever your dares to dream told someone that I believed in God, I was in turn asked the question, what faith, what religion? Believing in God is not tied to a religion. God is one. We humans worship Him in a form that relates to us the most. That is religion. Like buying a car. Any car will get you where you want to go. So how do you decide which is the one for you? It's the one that appeals to you the most. Like dating a guy. They are all the same. They just want the one thing they are after. So how do you decide which is the one you want? It's the one that suits your lifestyle the best. Yep, I got the guy and the car all mixed up on purpose. Guys do that to us all the time. So, like being born into one set of parents and being adopted by another. Some stick to the parents they are born into. Same for religion. Some get adopted by a different set of parents or get converted to a different religion. It's whatever works best for you. One is not better than the other. It's just different from another. What surpasses your story's comprehension is asking someone else to follow the same religion as oneself. It's like someone I want to befriend is saying to me, the only way for us to be friends is for you to get adopted by my parents. That just doesn't make sense to me. Let me be more candid here. Nothing pertaining to religion makes sense to me because it's not created by God. The sky makes sense to me. The earth makes sense to me. The air makes sense to me. Water makes sense to me. All God's creations make sense to me. Humans make sense to me most of the times. But religion, I am not able to make sense out of, ever. As mentioned in the chapter, Where Did You Learn to Flirt From?, your dares to dream went to a Catholic convent school administered by the Catholic nuns for my primary and secondary education. During that time, 14 years to be exact, going to the chapel on the premises was an everyday morning ritual. So in the AM, I'd leave home for school, having sought blessings from one form, and I'd seek blessings from a different form after the prayer service at school. And ever since, I've been to churches, synagogues, mosques, and temples alike. And you can take my word for it. The only thing different is the way we offer our prayers. Our protocols are what feels right to us. It's just different perspectives. Like there are couples who look at each other more, and then there are couples who look together in the same direction more. Some couples kiss, some couples hug, and yet that doesn't mean one relationship is better than the other. I have performed in theater shows organized by a church for its members. In one such show, I was cast as Mary. I was beside myself with joy. I thought to myself, God chose me to be His mom. How exciting! Your dares to dream always wanted to be in a show that tells stories from the Bible. Then I started attending their Bible study classes. That's when this fellow attendee asked me if I was trying to figure myself out. I said, when God, my Creator, can't figure me out, why will I embark upon a fool's errand? I am just doing research for the show that opens next month. You should come see. I'm Mary. In response, I got a look that said, and yet, you look perfectly sane. I returned that look with a look that said, looks can be so deceiving. And that's when the Holy Bible made its way to my home first, then came the Bhagavad Gita. Although I must admit, to date, not having read the Bhagavad Gita. It's a trickles down through generations type thing. It gets percolated through those who've been there, done that. I love Thanksgiving so much. I celebrate it the year round. And I'm very happy when someone wishes me Merry Christmas. Where I was raised, we celebrated all festivals alike. Christmas, Hanukkah, Eid, Diwali. Humans created religion to make them feel great about themselves. On one side, it's a way of creating conglomerations of like-minded people. On the other extreme, it's a yet another way of excluding those that are different from us, that we humans are so good at doing. It's human to repel anything that doesn't conform to our beliefs. That's why we humans alienate other humans if their sexual preference doesn't conform to ours, if their color of skin doesn't conform to ours, if the form they worship doesn't conform to ours. Ernst admiration, a great intellect I had the privilege of working with in the past, once said, followers at times become fanatics. And that's what happens when humans kill in the name of religion, wage wars in the name of religion that they created themselves, by themselves, for themselves. When your dares to dream thought that my life was falling apart, and rightly so at 18, I went to see Devotes Time to God, a nun from my Catholic school, for counseling, as advised by Knows Too Much. Knows Too Much was of the opinion that since we are none the wiser about breakups, even after a breakup, it's wise to seek help from the wiser. Devotes Time to God said these golden words to me that have since been my way of life. You have to be a God-loving and not God-fearing person. So profound. If we live lives only doing things out of love for God, we won't have to live lives in the fear of God. Applied to everyday life, you won't cheat on your girlfriend and not tell her for the fear of how she will react. You will not cheat on her in the first place out of love for her. Believing in God or loving God should be the reason for everyone to live at peace with one another, to love one another, to treat one another with respect. If anything, it should unite. God is the unifying force. It's like one huge conglomeration of people believing in God or the supreme power. He created us as one. The different sexual preferences and color coding is so He can keep a track of us. God works in mysterious ways. Who knows, we may be having our own tracking numbers that He has assigned us all. So every morning, He switches on His computer. Seriously, it's a laptop? How come I wasn't provided with one? Because I am not allowed to work from home. LOL. So every morning, He opens his laptop and goes, so where's my dares to dream at? How is she doing on our plan to make this world a better place to live? Let me check the status real quick here. Tracking number, Angel at Work 0909. Yo, I'm on it. Thoughts? Rebuttals? Comments? Questions? Answers? Nope. Angel at Work 0909 is not an email to reach your days to dream at. I will let you figure that out for yourselves. Where there's a will, there's a way. And oh, as I like to say when dealing with such topics of interest, please DGMW IY CGMR. Don't get me wrong if you can get me right. Whee!